Man, this episode went from kind of mid, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't really feeling it 100%. Oh, bro, it got me feeling some type of way. But we gotta talk about this episode. It went mid a little bit towards like the middle of it, I would say. Mostly because the fight with the Demon King was a little bit underwhelming. But we actually got to see some old retired S-rank adventurers, which was really cool. And now they didn't have like the coolest, craziest character designs by any means. But it was just nice to see that, well, there is other S-rank adventurers out there besides Angeline who can actually hold their own. So we got Cheborg the Annihilator, which I probably butchered that like crazy. Dortos the Silver, which I'm not gonna lie, what happened later on in the episode was pretty stupid. They definitely look like they should not be adventuring anymore, but they still got it actually, you know? At least compared to everyone else in the guild. They were called from the guild master, which actually impressed me by quite a bit. Now, granted, I'm still not super happy with the man because, well, he wasn't allowing Angeline to go home. You know how I feel about that. If you watch my other videos, I'm not very happy with him. But I gotta give respect to the man a little bit because he is actually an S-rank adventurer. And he even went out and fought some of the demons, or monsters, I should say, with his own hands. The monsters have been getting out of control near the guild because of a new Demon King spawning. Pretty much thanks to Angeline that this was all taken care of. These other S-rank adventurers were called out to the guild to help out because the guild master wasn't going to do it for some reason. I'm just like, bro, take some responsibility here and do what you need to do. You know, it shouldn't be up to Angeline, which, to be fair, I am glad that we got to see these people. At the same time, I also wanted to see Angeline kind of solo all these monsters. It became somewhat mid, I would say, during the fight with the Demon King, although I don't even think it was the Demon King. Maybe it was. Yeah, not very impressive. Very underwhelming, actually, I must say. In no way am I actually, like, expecting some, I don't know, Demon Slayer type of animation and fights by any means, but it was certainly not, like, that great. Now, granted, a lot of that has to do with the character design of the Demon King, if that even is the Demon King. It was just some, like, little alien-looking thing, and I'm like, okay, these other monsters, when they went to go and exterminate them, had pretty decent design. Now, they weren't the coolest, craziest things, but I mean, they looked more impressive than what the Demon King was. So I was a little bit like, bruh, that's it? That's the freaking Demon King. So they go out to this forest where all the monsters are. The Annihilator one punches their freaking lair, basically, where they're hiding. Just everything is gone. The entire forest is gone. And there's just this huge crater. I'm like, god dang, man. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty cool to see, you know? And granted, it wasn't just like one punch, like a One Punch Man type of punch, but he had to use a little bit of his power. But I was like, all right, you know what? He just cleared out entire, like, forest and made a huge crater. And it wasn't even little, too. It wasn't just like, oh, you know, he's standing in it. It was pretty massive as well. I'd say you probably put at least a few hundred people in there, maybe even 1,000, and it would barely fill up. But to be fair, I'm not very good at calculating all that. It just was a very big crater, all right? Probably hyping that up way too much. So anyways, they go and fight all these monsters. They go into the Demon King's lair. I really like the Annihilator a lot because this one monster appears and he just punches the crap out of it. And he's like, oh, it actually seems pretty strong. You guys go ahead. I'll take care of this one. And as he's saying that, he got pulled by the freaking monster. He's like, oh! Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of funny to me. But anyways, they go freaking see this Demon King, and like I said, it was just kind of stupid. The fighting was not really that impressive. Now, like I said, to be fair, I'm not really expecting a whole lot, but it was a little bit underwhelming. The other dude, Dortos, I believe his name is. Yeah, Dortos the Silver. It kind of irritated me a little bit about what happened. This guy's an S-rank adventurer, right? And I know it's about Angeline and about her shining, you know, she's the main character. When he went to attack the freaking Demon King and it actually bit his weapon, I don't remember what the heck it's called. It, I guess, ruined his weapon to a certain extent because it like ate off the magic or broke the magic from it. So he basically was like, all right, Angeline, I pretty much can't do anything anymore. You're gonna have to take care of this. You know, which, I mean, fair enough. Angeline is, you know, the one to be the main character and take this thing down. Bro, what would you do if you didn't have have your weapon. Like, you're saying that you can't fight now because your weapon is gone. Yeah, but it's his main weapon. That's his main way of fighting. Imagine if Angeline wasn't there. What the hell are you gonna do? Now, I'm sure he would find some way to fight and do something drastic, perhaps. All you can do is whip your weapon. You don't have any way to throw them hands. So Angeline defeats the Demon King, but not without a little bit of an injury. Not that it was like life-threatening or anything, but, you know, she did take a pretty nice cut to the shoulder. And apparently it hurt so much that even when her friend was being stupid and kept hitting her shoulder and leaning on it, she was like, ow, like, can you stop? Actually, it even made her pass out, and Dorto had to bring her back. Honestly, this part is when I thought it was the end of the episode. Seemed that way to me until I actually, like, clicked and I'm like, oh, okay, we still got like 5 minutes left. I know I have said that the fighting was underwhelming, but this is why I really enjoy watching this anime. The sentimental feelings, man, the feels good, the words that they say just really just warms your heart, I'm telling you. So everybody is thanking Angeline for being there and stopping the Demon King. The Guildmaster told Angeline that there are still monsters roaming around and we gotta take care of them. She's like, oh, okay, all right, you know, so our job isn't done yet. And then he's like, but you can go home. You can finally have your vacation after 5 years. Now, I'm supposed to be happy about that, which I was, but it's been 5 freaking years. Imagine staying out of place for 5 years, not getting a freaking vacation, not being able to go home. Now, okay, it was a feels good moment. I just had to say that real quickly. But the retired S rank adventurers were like, hey, you know, Angeline, you've been really working hard, so we're gonna take over. You can go home. It was such a W. And especially this moment where I believe the Annihilator was bringing up that most people would have quit by now, would have left the guild because all this work that you have to do. So he's surprised that she actually stayed so long. But she said her father would actually be quite sad and disappointed in her if she would have actually left to go home, because it's not the guild that would be in trouble, it would be the people. And oh my god, man, like, I know that sounds so little and stupid, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, god dang it, man. I love this dude, man. I love this dude. Really teaching Angeline to be a really good person and to care about people. And she even said, the strong protect the weak. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, that's that good stuff, man. That good stuff. And even Dorto was like, huh, your dad is making me look like a little man in comparison. He's a good dude. He's a good dude indeed. She is finally able to return home. When she actually sees her father's home, she's still a bit away. She was having this moment of, I don't really know what to call it, a moment of sadness, I guess you could say, a moment of panic. Maybe not panic, but she got all depresso espresso. What if my dad isn't even excited to see me? What if he doesn't even want me to come home? And I heard that one of the Bordeaux sisters wanted to actually marry her father. Am I actually in the way of that? Did I stop him from being happy? And that actually surprised me a little bit, because I thought she would be totally against her father getting married and having a lover because she is such a daddy's girl, but she actually felt a little bit guilty about that. It has a weak side at moments, has a weak side. Girl, your dad has been missing you for a long time. It's been 5 years. He does love you, man. He does love you. You don't understand how much your father misses you. He does love you, dang it. Breaking my heart a little bit, man. Breaking my heart. I'm like, god dang it. Shut up. Shut up, Angeline. He wants to see you. So they had their little reunion, man, and it was feels good. It was only 3 episodes, so I was kind of making it out to seem like it's gonna take the entire season just for her to go home, but it really felt longer than 3 episodes, I'm not gonna lie. She is able to finally come home, and it was good. It was good. So yeah, I would definitely say it was a decent episode. Had me at the beginning, kinda lost me towards the middle, but hey man, we made up for it at the end. Angeline is back with her father, and that is such a W. But you know what also would be a W? If you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button and consider subscribing, I would really appreciate that. And I hope you all did enjoy the video, and if you would, please use code Illya on all G Fuel orders. I would really appreciate that. And I hope you have a fantastic day, night, evening, morning, whatever the hell time it is for you. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.